Slim Luka, skinny Luka, rookie Luka. I think there's been a myriad of terms out there describing this new and improved, transformed Luka Doncic. He just got a feature on Men's Health magazine, and it talks about how he's doing 16-hour fast, 250 plus grams of protein. I really want to get your thoughts on how much of this is real. And if this is real, and if we do get a semblance of rookie or sophomore Luka, what are the areas of his game will we be able to tap into as a Laker coming into the next season?
I think it's real. And I think you just have to look at the photo shoot. Of course, when you're working out, you're mid-pump, you're going to look a certain way, and you could doctor it up a little bit with the lighting or maybe oil or whatever. But you can't really fit. We've seen him do interviews. We've seen him, actual videos of him shooting and taking half-court shots and interacting with people. And there's a clear transformation there. I also think, I don't know about you, but if you've ever had an unflattering photo taken of you, typically the next week or two, I'm going to be in the gym more, being a little bit better. And I think for him, he went through that on the national stage where you had the fallout from the Dallas situation of they were criticizing his conditioning and just his focus and how seriously he takes things. And to have the jokes that were made about him on a national stage for multiple months, I think that's going to motivate anybody. So I think it's real. I think it's at least going to be real for this season. Obviously, we've seen throughout his career, his weight and conditioning has fluctuated. So I can't say that this is how he's going to be for the rest of his career. But I think for this season, which is what matters, of course, at least in the short term, I'm expecting arguably potentially his best season of his career, which puts him in line to potentially win his first MVP. Now, in terms of the parts of his game that will be different, I think if you look at the way that he played as a Laker, one of the big differences between his tenure as a Laker versus his time in Dallas was he struggled as a finisher. His shooting around the rim wasn't the same. His mid-range game was not the same. So I think that kind of herky-jerky pace that he plays with, that deceleration and acceleration, I think that will just be at an even better level. He'll be able to get to the rim more, put some more rim pressure. And I think defensively, we're citing the blow-by rate and the blow-by percentage of that Minnesota series. I think that's an area where his lateral quickness, his ability to close out, his ability to cover ground as a help defender will be better as well if he's in better shape. So I think there's multiple ways that he will be a better player. Even so, he was pretty good as a Laker. I think he was still a top 5 player as a Laker, even not being in necessarily the best shape coming off of that calf injury. So I think that there's no ceiling to what he can do next season. We've already seen this guy average 34, 9 and 9, have a near MVP season, lead his team to the finals. That is a floor, I think, for him going the next season.